And we're live. Or at least it says we are. Sometimes I don't know if this thing's very accurate. How you doing, Stefan?
Good, how are you?
Good. Excited to get this show on the road. Look at all the people in the chat already. There's Andrew, Travis, Ben, Felipe, Andy, Ricky, Howard. Thanks for joining us. Lawrence. Yeah, Lawrence has a big group and Doug isn't even on yet. I sure wasn't. Look at that. There's Eric. Good. Good to see you all. I wonder how many people we got. Oh, why can't I see?
I see 12 on
12
my
people?
screen.
Okay.
Yeah, so far.
12 people and a whole bunch of them already chatting with us. Hey, Brett, how are you? I like with Andy's idea. We're going to announce Bo Jackson in the next. That would be amazing. Guys, we got a bunch of things to throw at you. We're going to take 10 or 15 minutes to greet everybody. We have a little bit of house cleaning to do. Got a couple items on the agenda that we want to talk about in general before we start making some announcements. So hang on. There's the Tech Spectre. How are you? And Al's here. Charlie, Joe, Peters, how are you? People itching to find out what's going on. You're not a kidding, Brandon West. We're ripping some Bo Jackson. Oh, I hope Corey's not listening.
No cards to rip.
You know what?
We should
Not
have
yet.
brought something. Not yet.
I did a bad thing yesterday. I went on eBay and I made a guy a low ball offer on a whole case of 20 boxes of 1990 score baseball.
And he took it.
And he took it. Yep. I couldn't believe it. It's like, what? You took that over? So, Nor, if you're listening, we got some boxes to rip, buddy. I couldn't believe it. He knocked $180 off the case price, something like that, and just stupid amount of money.
That's pretty well. I don't even know what's a box go for?
Well, they're only going
box?
for like $55, $60 a box.
Okay, so
I bought them at $40 a box.
No,
And
that's a nice discount.
It is, and so I could sell some after I pull a Bo. Just sell what's left.
It's a sealed case. You're sure it's sealed?
No.
Oh, see, that's
it's on tape, so the tape had popped on it.
Oh, okay.
But the guys got good feedback.
Can they weigh those packs? The bows weigh
No.
heavier than anything else in there. They
No.
should. Bo Jackson cards should have weighed more than regular cards.
So we shall see, but we will be opening more Bo Jackson for sure. Hey, Martin, how are you? Martin from Argentina. Thank you for joining us. Sawyer. Ricky, you stole my line. Guys, tune back in 2 weeks when we'll update you with all the big announcements we were going to make tonight. We are not delaying anything. We're going to lay some news on you guys. The Traveling Goof is here. The Admiral says, Doug, did I hear you're bringing Deathlock to Peacebridge? That would be big news. Not only that Deathlock is there, but that I'm there. I will not be making Peacebridge. I will be the National Sports Card Collectors Convention in Chicago that weekend, unfortunately. And Doug Taylor has joined us. John, got news for you, John. I hope you're ready.
I'll tell you the amazing thing about scheduling these events and making plans to go to the events. There's so many things now.
Yeah.
Like it seems like over the past 5 years, all of these trading card shows and things have just blown up, and so you are definitely to the point where you're picking and choosing what you want to do these days, right?
Yeah.
You don't get to do them all anymore, which really sucks. I hate that.
Yeah, you can't hit all of them anymore, and it's getting hard to just go to all the Overpower events.
I did, yeah.
Let alone all the conventions
Yep.
outside of it. There's General Admiral's not going to be there either. Sorry, buddy. Another 2 weeks. Sounds like news is that Doug must be part of the LRG team now. He's got the line down cold. Come on, Goof. You know I wouldn't do that. Well, I did kind of do it to you. That means you guys wait 2 weeks. So, John, how are you, buddy? Wait, you're in Chicago when I'm at Gen Con? Yeah, I know. Everything's just stacked up against each other.
That's wild.
The summer can only hold so many conventions.
Eventually, some of these things are going to have to start dying off, I would think. But it seems like people keep adding more. I see new ones popping up all the time. So
You know, yeah, the market's so strong right now.
yeah,
I don't
I guess
see
it
any of
sustains it, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't see any of them going away very quickly. The sports card show that was here was a huge success. So Columbus will soon be having its own, I think,
Big
at
time
least
size
yearly
show.
sports card show.
Nice.
It was packed down there. The vendors ran out of money Friday night. They were buying so much
Well,
product.
so I can believe they ran out of money. I would be interested to talk to them on Sunday to see if they went home with any money though, because that's the tricky thing that I'm seeing in the market
Right.
these days.
Buy it on Friday, sell it on Saturday
Yeah.
is a great game plan if you can
Right,
get away with
right.
it. But it was a huge success. Almost half the show, I'd say probably 40% of the show was Pokemon and One Piece.
Interesting.
The
The
huge,
rest were
uh,
sports.
probably
I heard it was a lot of
90%.
baseball too.
What's that?
I heard it was a lot of baseball, which is kind of
Yes.
surprising as well.
Yes.
So,
Probably 90% of the 40% Pokemon One Piece was Pokemon.
yeah.
The sports cards, though, was every table looked like the exact same table you just looked at. You know, it was all ultra modern, shiny, flashy stuff, except one guy who had 3 Michael Jordan rookie cards, and they were all graded, and he had them out there. And I just looked at him and said, "What'd you do? Leave all your good stuff at home?" I mean, his table was pretty impressive. So that was fun seeing all those. It's been a long time since I saw 3 Michael Jordans
In the same
like that.
place,
Yeah. But I digress. John says, "I stay ready, Doug. Lay it on me." Yeah, you're going to love it. The Admiral says, "The real news is the third team at Peace Bridge. Does anyone know the Brazilian national anthem?" Al, nobody has to know the Brazilian national anthem except the Brazilians, because they're going to be the only ones singing it when they go home. It is not going to be sung.
I know what
at
they
the
sound like when they're crying after they lose a soccer game.
Yeah.
Oof, that was rough. Poor Neymar. Poor
Yeah.
guy.
And they're out of the tournament, right?
They're out,
They're gone.
unfortunately.
You guys. Hey, James, how are you? You know what? James, Wednesday, I'm going to be going through all my Bo Jackson cards. I will look for Muggsy. I promise. He's been wanting some
I need a
Muggsy
couple
Bogues.
Ellies. I need some Ellies still.
I do not have.
You know how
an
many
Ellie
Ellies?
Delacroix.
I'm sure the
I
Ellies
don't.
sell. So.
Yes, but I don't. I've never pulled. I think I've got one.
Oh, really?
That I pulled, and since it's the only one, I put it aside for me.
Yeah.
But I will look. I have 3 boxes of the new set, the Techno Bowl,
Oh, yeah.
that
yeah.
I haven't opened yet.
Gotcha. Nice.
I bought it direct from them, and they cut the wrap off and put a big X on the front of the box so that I can't resell it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was the retail buy. You can get into a random drawing, and if you were selected, you were able to buy 3 boxes.
Nice. Okay.
At
It's kind of a
retail.
bonus for retailers to
Yeah.
rip something fun, right?
Right.
So,
But I haven't touched them because I'm a little disappointed in the product, and I've seen so many play. I don't know who they are. They got this
like
stupid.
you can't even tell who the players are, or
No. And I say, Nor, who is this?
Nor
said,
doesn't know?
I don't know. It's like, So,
is there a Jackson Dart?
oh, yes.
Is there?
Yes. Jackson Dart was actually in last year's set, too. And we pulled a lot of Jackson Darts. But
love
the
it.
Bo Jacksons are so hard to hit. You know,
Interesting.
You're not pulling Bo Jacksons.
That's interesting.
King Griffey Jr. in the King Griffey Jr. set,
That was really hard to hit.
they did a release day bundle that came with a little blaster box, and each blaster was guaranteed 1 King Griffey
Nice,
Jr.
nice,
But there were different rarities of those.
nice, of course.
So I was able to get the cheap King Griffey Jr. card. But yeah, I'm so frustrated with Bo. They won't give me any product. I'm sure you probably can't
I
get
haven't
any
even
product.
talked. No, I haven't
Didn't even
talked to them
try?
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nothing like Overpower. We're going to have lots of Overpower.
Yeah, we're gonna have plenty of overpower.
Plenty of Overpower. You guys are going to have so. Oh, there's Felipe talking. Tech Spectre. Oh my gosh, I'm falling behind. Big question on my mind is, how much time will non-play testers have to learn Skybound before Seattle? Tech Spectre, we were literally talking about that as we
Let's
were waiting
dive into
to go
that.
live.
Let's dive into that.
All
That's
right.
a good topic.
That
to
is a
start
good
with.
one, because we're going to give people a few more minutes to get in here before we start dropping some things on you. I've not heard anything about that. Well,
I mean,
actually, we
we're
did.
getting one preview a week right now, and I
Yeah.
think it's basically you get to see the hero, and then they're posting all of their specials.
Right.
I don't know if those are the finals or not, but I haven't compared them to playtest cards to see
If we
what
get
they look
into
like.
it too deep, we're going to tip off a couple of our announcements.
Yeah, for sure.
But so let's come back to that. Tech Spectre, I promise we'll come back to
Yeah.
that. Felipe says we are better at overpower than football.
Right now, I would agree. I would agree wholeheartedly that is true.
Felipe, believe me, if I thought for a minute the USA or the Canadian team couldn't take out the Brazilians, I would cancel the sports convention and come to Peacebridge. I have zero doubt.
I mean, they didn't
that
lose.
would do
They
it.
didn't lose to one of us. They lost to Holland and the guy who's having like the tournament of his life.
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
So I'm very confident in our USA players and our Canadian
tonight's
players.
a big one. Tonight's a big one.
Tonight, yeah, that's why Corey didn't want to do the stream tonight.
No,
He's watching it.
Ugh.
Comes on at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to be home in time. Admiral Al says the playtesters are on Top Cow and beyond. Haven't touched Skybound in over 6 months, probably closer to a year. That's true. We were supposed to.
Do we have Top Cow and Beyond? I haven't seen.
We
it.
have not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But that's where we're going to be.
Yeah.
We haven't even looked at the Invincible set in a very long time. I imagine some playtesters probably still get it out. But once we retired that playtesting, then we were supposed to use it to playtest with Top Cow,
Right.
and we have not received any Top Cow cards yet.
The last time I pulled mine out was because somebody asked me if somebody was in the set, and I was like, I don't think so, but I don't remember. So I
Had to
dug
go
them
back and
out
look?
just to make sure that that character wasn't in there. And I was
Yeah.
like, I can confirm that to that person that
Yeah,
it didn't affect their pre-orders, luckily. So
Good. I have not looked at mine in forever either. So, Felipe says, "Is this the Overpower podcast or baseball one? Did I miss something? Baseball, man, it's
We've
Bo
ta-
Jackson.
we've
What are you
ta-
talking
Yeah, we've
about?
talked more football than baseball. That's for sure.
All right." Travis says it's the Doug podcast. 10% baseball, 90% overpower. Thank you, Travis. Appreciate that. All right, let's. Okay, we're gonna get away from the World Cup to make Felipe happy. One of the updates I can give you is that we have no update on the Few and the Cursed, and Felipe does not know anything about it. The Few and the Cursed Tech Spectre was not play tested at all. Well, no, I don't think at all.
Well, it wasn't traditional. I don't think it was traditionally played.
If it was play tested, it was among the Brazilians.
Yeah.
But no, it was not. Let me pull up my list here because there was a couple things that we need to address before we go much farther. Proxies at NAOL events are allowed, but they have to be the original art. They have to be full-size cards, and the player needs to be able to, that your opponent needs to be able to recognize the card instantly at a glance. If they're struggling to figure out what that is a proxy of, then it's probably not going to be legal. Howard is going to make a formal announcement about that probably on the NAOL Facebook page this week or next week. We had a few proxies that were questionable at the OP Cup. Honestly, I think
Guilty. I was guilty of having bad proxies.
I wasn't going to call you out. But
No,
I wasn't going to call you
I'll
out.
admit it. I was guilty. So.
I thought your proxy was hilarious. I saw
Mine
it,
were
and
funny.
it did not even register to me that it might not be legal for the event, and I'm the judge. So guilty on my.
Mine were not a problem. Mine did not cause a problem. So.
But so if you are going to proxy the legacy cards so that you can play, please do. We want you to play, and if you need to print or proxy those cards to play, please do. But just make sure that we can tell exactly what the card is supposed to be.
Where do you think the best place to print those off is? And maybe somebody in the chat can kind of weigh in on if I am a zero skilled person, I'm just going to, I don't want to have to resize anything. What resource is the best place to go to print a actual size copy of the card?
Yes, we have a place that we've been using. Andy, you're in the chat. Do you know what the name of that place is? I'll post it in the Facebook page.
Cool. Yeah.
These guys are incredible. The cards look amazing. If you use a high resolution image, it will look like a real card.
Looks like a real card.
Yeah. They have a little problem with the rounded corners once in a while. They're not quite as rounded, but
Gotcha.
once you sleeve them up,
Yeah,
you can't
you
tell
can't
that part.
tell, yeah.
We did a bunch. As a matter of fact, I got some right here. We put
Oh, nice.
our logo on the back. There's a Dazzler. We made proxies for battle sites because that is what most people have a hard time with.
Yeah.
Hey, Anthony, how are you? You made it? Yes. And we haven't announced anything major yet. The proxies, these, you can print it out on paper like Ricky does and put the paper in there. That's
Yeah,
fine
that's
too. But if you want to make real cards, we're going to get you a link to these guys. They literally, we ordered, 800 cards and had them in 5 days.
Oh, wow.
They shipped them, might even been faster. We put the order in, uploaded it. Steve did all the work for us, but he uploaded all the images, put the order in. He came into the store. I put it on the store's card. They ran them the very next day and then shipped them the third day, and we had them. So we'll get that information out there to you guys soon. Howard says, hero cards must also be the same. We are not fussy about power cards. And Felipe says you can print with the exact same card stock, whether embossed or smooth. Yep. No, Goof, they don't.
Yeah, I still think it's okay to print paper and slide it into a sleeve with a real card.
Yeah, you can do that. Travis says 3x3 proxy maker. You can Google that and it will lead you to GitHub for the software. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. But if you want the real nice card stock, make it look like a real card. I think they did the missions. We even reprinted the missions
Oh, nice.
there.
Yeah.
So they do great work. If you size it right, a lot of it is on you.
Gotcha.
But if there's a big enough issue, sometimes he'll catch it before it prints, and he'll come back to you and say, "Hey, this isn't resized. This isn't sized right.
Gotcha.
You need to fix this in order to make it print right." Nor put in a huge order. And, whoa, what's with all those balloons that just went up there? Somebody say happy birthday. Nor didn't get the whole first half of the alphabet. And the guy, Nor messaged him, and he printed them that day and
Got
shipped
them
them.
out again. That's
Yep,
awesome.
and then gave him a 10 or 20% discount for his next order.
I guess I would hope the customer service is good if what they're doing is just printing proxies, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
And Howard says, use modern power cards. Don't use modern power cards, please. I can't tell what those intellect icons are. Even some of the combat gets kind of funky. But Tech Spectre, has anyone compiled a collection of high-res scans of the legacy cards? Yes, I think maybe Ricky or Justin may have uploaded it to the Facebook page. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I've definitely seen people mention that there are resources out there. I've always used the old overpower.ca site, but that required me to resize, and things were coming out. That's where my little small ones all came from. So.
That little small New Warriors 3 I can replace that for you tonight. I pulled it for you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no
I appreciate
problem.
it.
That was so funny when I saw that. That's just hilarious. That's a Max 6 character. They don't deserve a full-size card.
Yeah, why would they
anyways,
have
right?
full size? Who plays that crappy card? Right?
Howard says no proxies for modern cards in your deck. That is an NAOL policy and LRG. You cannot proxy any of the LRG cards in their events. You can't proxy them in our events. So
Which will be interesting now that we're going to have the Few and the Cursed. Eventually, that product is going to be something that is going to be a little limited for new players potentially, since that is shipped and sold. If the game explodes like we hope it will,
right.
with
If they bring in new players at some point, those new players will
may be tough to
find it
get some
hard.
of those things.
Yep.
So
Yep.
something to keep in mind for sure.
Sawyer's asking, can we use custom power cards as long as they are very clearly legible? No. They have to be the original artwork. I think, no, Howard says you can use custom power cards, but we prefer original ones. Okay, I thought we were doing all originals, but I guess power cards are okay. Ricky, let's see. Ricky says scans were just for the MOE that I provided. I think Doug Taylor has those and Marvels. Okay, so a lot of the legacy stuff probably won't have high res. I think Nord just went to overpower.ca.
Yeah,
and
everything is on there except for the Masters of Evil. That set
Right.
is not on there at all.
Right, but they're high res.
Yeah, they're good. They're pretty good images.
Yes,
I think so.
Nor's proxies came out looking a little bit better than ours because we didn't use the high res. I'm not sure where Steve downloaded our images from, but most of them, I mean, they still look great. I mean, if you didn't know any better, you wouldn't know that's not a real Spawn character.
I'm not going to touch that card.
Well, just turn it. I'll turn it over. Oh, you got something against Spawn?
Ban Spawn.
Ban Spawn.
The worst. Though I didn't play a single Spawn at the NOL event. I didn't play a single one.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I did play one. I played one the whole day, so maybe people have gotten sick of it finally. So.
Yeah, I think when you probably faced a couple Beyonder decks though, right?
I saw several Beyonders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Beyonders.
I had to play Sean twice, so.
No, well.
So I played that deck twice.
Traven Goose says, Doug can't recognize modern power cards when they're used in Legacy, and I can't recognize Legacy power cards when they're used in Modern. Yeah, it's tough. Andy says, I cropped Legacy stuff from Orange King photographs too.
Oh, that's another one.
I don't think that the Orange Kings are real high res, though. I'm not sure.
I don't think they are. But they are. That is a resource.
Yes, you can download anything.
But again,
there.
that doesn't have. I don't think that has any Marvels or MOE
Nope.
on it.
No Marvels or MOE.
That's all just real cards.
Yeah, and if you want those, you could always enlarge those scans if
Yeah,
you're technical enough.
Yeah.
Like when I made these window clings back here, the resolution was way too small, but I had a guy who said, "Oh, I can do that for you," and he increased the resolution and made it big enough. So if you know how to do it, it's not a problem. John says, I just like making exceptions for proxies. I'd rather keep it simple and not deal with custom power cards, but I'm a simple man. I agree, John. Goose says, no, there were so many spawns. Okay.
I must have gotten lucky.
Yeah, I didn't have to play any.
Didn't have to play them.
Yeah. Joe says, my website has photo quality images to prevent IP theft, but it does have all the sets. Joe, do you want to put your website there in the chat? Just you'll have to put the .com or .whatever. Leave it off of there.
You have to spell it out.
Yeah. Let's see. Felipe says deck list got published today. I swear it felt like half the decks had Spawn. And Tech Spectre says his wife likes potato. What? And Andy says, I definitely played against multiple caddies and ran Spawn myself. Felipe says, we all need some freshness to Legacy.
Yeah.
Potato quality.
Somebody says my website has potato quality images instead of photo.
Oh, my gosh.
You're buying filled in photo instead of potato. That's
I tell you
hilarious.
guys, my eyesight. All right. So that was one of the big things that we wanted to go over. Just make sure you guys, if you're using proxies, make sure they are legal proxies. The next event will be in Canada. that'll be on Howard how he wants to.
If you have a
enforce that.
question about it, it's a good idea to grab a judge and show them beforehand and say, hey, is this okay?
Right.
Double check thickness on cards, things like
Yeah.
that, just to make sure you don't have any issues down
Right.
the road, right? So,
Right.
good policy.
All right. Howard says, Doug, John, let's confirm NAOL position on proxy power cards before I post later in the week. Can do. Travis said, I ran a modern team, played well but didn't win. Yeah, you were the one that wanted to go top 8 with the modern and win that uncut sheet and $50. Sorry to hear you didn't make it there. And Ricky says, as I said on Facebook, catalogs are the training wheels for those learning legacy. They don't win tournaments anymore. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, there's some really good players that play Cadillacs and do really well with them. They did
Yeah.
not, I don't think they were very well represented in the top 8 for this event.
Yeah, it's
cyclical, too,
It's
I
still the
think.
Cadillac,
Yeah, it's
but I think guys are getting there.
actually, I think playing the
agree.
Cadillac and being really successful with it, it is a way different play style than modern
Yes.
style overpower. So for somebody who's been playing a lot of modern, if you sit down and have that on your brain and you're not able to shift it, you're not going to be quite as efficient with the Cadillac. Actually, I had
Yeah.
that conversation with somebody on Sunday. That it's just not. It's a totally different way to play the game.
Right.
So.
All right. So, Tech Spectre says, give us the first secret. Okay, it's coming. I have a real quick announcement here. There was some rumblings about players not shuffling their decks properly at the OP Cup. They're just doing pile shuffles. That's not good enough. If your opponent only does pile shuffles, call a judge over. As of right now, in Overpower, you are not allowed to shuffle your opponent's deck. That's a rule that we're going to try to petition LRG to change. You should be able to, if you don't feel like they're doing a decent job of shuffling. I literally heard that one guy just did 8 pile shuffles and then just picked them up in random order, put them out there and slid it across the cut. Not good enough. You have to ruffle. I think the way the rule is, the pile shuffling is only the beginning of shuffling.
Right.
You have to, that's the minimum, and then you shuffle the cards. Whether you ruffle or just shuffle them in. You cannot just pile shuffle. So if you see anyone doing that at Peace Bridge or any of the other NAOL events the rest of the year, please call it to a judge's attention. And that is something that in the next weeks we will try to address.
And I don't think that I can't think of any other game that doesn't, especially in a competitive situation, you have to offer your opponent the opportunity to shuffle your deck.
I think every
beyond just a simple cut. So
Right.
just make sure you're behaving. Be good sports, and if you damage somebody's card, make sure you replace it. That's the big
Yes.
key. So.
Yeah, especially in Legacy. In the
Especially
modern
in
game,
Legacy, yeah.
you can replace most of those cards easily,
Yeah.
but in the Legacy, you got to be a little more gentle.
Yep, definitely.
All right, it's 7:30.
We're cooking.
Yep.
We wanted to give folks time so they didn't miss anything, right?
We gave them plenty of time. All right. Here's the first one that I don't think this is known just yet, but the Canadian Regional is going to be played at Mecca Games in St. Catharines. They should be putting that out really soon. You would think they'd already be out there somewhere. So if you're wondering where the Canadian Regional is going to be played, Mecca Games in St. Catharines. Actually, Howard, are you doing both events there? Is your event going to be at the card store too? I'm not sure. Marcel, just in time. It will be, what's the date of, oh my gosh, Howard, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. The date of Howard's show.
August
tournament.
2nd,
The 2nd?
I believe.
I'll pull it up. Pull up
This is
the
a
calendar.
Sunday, right?
August. Whoops.
August 1st is the regional. August 2nd is the
OP Cup.
is the NAOL event.
Or the yeah, not the OP, the NAOL. Thank you. So if you're making your trips, there's your store name. You can Google it to get the address. find out where you need to be staying close by. I hope Mecca Games is excited to host all you guys, as I'm sure you are, to be there. All right, this was a major one here. The official release date is August 28th. I don't know why the website still says August 5th, but I did confirm with Joe and Ron today. They told me, please tell everybody it is August 28th. We're good to go on that. They
Lock
should
it
be
in.
updating that website. Should have been updated already. But now, hopefully, we'll get a little pressure on them to fix that website and know that is the release date, Travis. It will be on the store shelves August 28th for everyone to purchase. And if you think there's a chance they might not hit that date, here's one for you. If you want your very, very first chance to play Skybound and you live on the West Coast, San Diego Comic-Con is going to have a pre-release event. Supposedly, a lot of players. There's going to be a lot of product there. I don't know if they're going to have any kind of exclusive promos or just product to run events. San Diego Comic-Con is the last weekend of this month. Same
It
weekend
is-
as Gen Con?
No, it is
No?
the weekend before. It's the 24th
Gen Con is the same weekend as
as Peace Bridge.
Peace Bridge. Okay. So if you're on the West Coast and you want that early access to some Skybound, try to get yourself a pass to San Diego Comic-Con. James will be there running the event by himself as far as the LRG crew. He does have a local card store that's going to be in there helping him run the event. But James is handling everything from the LRG side. LRG, I don't know, last year they had a booth there. So maybe they're going to have a booth there too this year. I
Yeah, I
don't know.
think they had like a demo style booth. so-
Yeah, so maybe they're doing that, and that's why James is running it by himself. Not really sure. So, West Coast guys, you actually get to have a chance to get
Get
the
a
product
chance.
a week before everybody in Canada on the East Coast and all of us. I will not be in Canada. You going to Canada?
I am not, so I will be at Gen Con.
Oh.
And actually, I noticed somebody just posted in the
Somebody's asking about Gen Con?
actually about Gen Con.
Oh,
and,
man, I was going to fix those lights.
the
I was gonna-
there will be a presence at Gen Con. I know they've advertised asking for volunteers to be doing demos and things like that. I don't believe they are set up in the hall, but they will have a demo / tournament type space available. Check the event search for Gen Con. They have demo events posted. A lot of them are actually half sold, if not. I noticed several of them were sold out the last time I looked, which
Oh,
was
wow.
probably
Nice.
on Saturday or Sunday this week. I didn't see anything about a tournament yet. I sent an email about that and said, hey, why don't you've got some table space, why not have a little tournament or something like that? See what happens. But I don't think there's any plans to have Skybound product
As-
available for sale or to be played at Gen Con right now.
No. As far as I know, nothing at Gen Con for Skybound. That has not been brought up in any of our discussions. But wait, there's more. It is not just San Diego Comic-Con that's going to have pre-release events. Heroes and Games and Flying Monkey are going to have a pre-release weekend, August 15th and 16th. We're going to play here at Heroes and Games on the 15th. We're going to go Sunday to Flying Monkey and have a pre-release over there. So if you live anywhere near us,
Mark your calendar,
Mark-
come out and be the first chance you're going to have to get your hand on some cards.
yep.
And,
I don't know how much product we're going to have. I assume it's only going to be booster boxes.
yeah,
We'll probably be playing with the power cards from ERB.
I would
And
assume so.
yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting any of the power stations, but I think we're going to get a good amount and it'll be a 2-day event. You going to be able to get the day off on Saturday to come and
Oh
play?
yeah, we'll be. I'm going to try to get my whole crew down here.
All
so
right.
We'll see if we can get everybody down.
All right. Well, I know everybody from here that knew about it is already talking about. We will be there. Andy's all excited right now. Yeah.
And actually, we have.
What? What do you mean? The one weekend in August you're out? Out where, Andy? Oh my gosh. Travis, don't get ahead of me, son. Stay with the program here. We're gonna have ours. We're gonna start ours like 11 o'clock on Saturday morning, and we'll probably go. We'll run as many events as we can with the product that we have,
Yep.
and if we can stay till, if we have to stay till 6, 7 o'clock to use up all the product, we will. At the end of that day, I don't want any product left over.
Yeah.
So please come and join us at our pre-release weekend in Ohio. How far is your store from here? 40 minutes?
It's not even that. It's 25, 30 minutes.
25, 30 minutes. So it's a quick little drive.
Yep.
Let's have a great big pre-release weekend. That weekend, Howard says Niagara weekend, July 31st, draft event for Skybound. Details later this week.
Yep.
Yep. Ben says time to book my hotel. Thank you, Ben.
There
We
you go.
appreciate your support.
Yep. Come on in, Ben.
Joe says new set, do sealed instead of draft so everyone doesn't have to read every card during the draft. Absolutely. We were
Yes.
talking about that before we went on the air.
Yeah, we haven't finalized exactly how we're going to do it. I've got some ideas about maybe doing a different format on Sunday. I think we should do a grand prize for the person who performs the best on Saturday and Sunday. So
right.
we'll start. I've got some ideas. We might be able to put something cool together for that.
Sounds
So,
great. We'll be making all kind of announcements leading up to it. I know we're only a month away.
Yeah, it'll be rushed, but we'll make sure it's fun. So.
You can count on us to make sure you all have a good time. Martin says, a friend goes to San Diego Comic-Con. Do you think he could have some promos there?
Oh,
I
yeah.
honestly don't know if they're going to do promos or just the product.
Yeah. Well, worst case, see if I can get you some product.
Right.
So,
Have him go buy you 6 packs.
Yep.
See what's going on. I saw Travis says someone needs to hook up Robin and Gamer's Edge. Who are they?
Yeah.
All right. Here's the next announcement for pre-releases. Other stores will have pre-release events. Gamer's Edge, Zulus, Pandemonium Games, all are going to be offered a pre-release event if they haven't been already offered to them. So, Gamer's Edge, Robin, Zulus, Pandemonium Games. John, if you have not heard from them yet, reach out to James. You guys are definitely on the list. Did I miss anybody? Is there another one?
No, those were the names
That's
I
it?
had heard. Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought they were all pretty much farther along than. Like, I don't think Robin is hearing about it for the first time now, right? I believe everybody's talked to.
I don't know about that
LRG
part.
Pet.
I don't
No,
know about that
I
part.
heard him have a conversation, so I can promise you that. So.
Okay. Yes. So we're going to have them all over. They are going to get to choose their weekend. I take that back. I think every one of those 3 stores will be on the weekend of the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, which is the week
nice.
right before release.
Nice.
It has nothing to do with being in competition with us here in Columbus.
I think a lot of the things are logistical. Like
Right.
I'm not sure that they knew they were going to have the product available for us until very recently, and
Yeah.
so they're moving some mountains to make these things happen, which is very, very cool of them to do. So
Yeah. Doug says Zulus will be on August 20th.
yeah.
Okay, good. So Doug and Zulus have already been contacted. I wish there would be more stores that we could pull into this on pre-release, but right now the other
It's a
stores
live
aren't
and learn,
participating.
right? The next set, maybe
Yep.
it'll be 10, 15 stores, right?
Right.
So.
Hopefully they will pick up participation. John says, first I'm hearing of it, but I suggested it to Joe a year ago. John, all I can tell you is reach out to James. You are definitely on the list, okay? Goose says, enjoy the pre-release event, you guys. Yeah, Goof, you're going to have to go to one in San Diego. Go to the San Diego Comic-Con. scalp a badge. I hear they're only like $250.
That thing's so big. Do you really think they check every badge that walks around in that place? There's no way at this point, right?
I believe they scan everybody.
Really?
I could be wrong.
Like it's in so many different buildings and so many different places.
This is true.
I would be shocked.
But
if
the
they
last time I went to
organized
New
it
York
all.
Comic Con, you had to scan your badge in and out.
Really?
And they had 50 people at the door with these little handhelds and scanning every badge in. And then when you left, they were out there to scan you out.
Interesting.
So it's pretty crazy. They just want to try and eliminate those guys who create their own badges.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
there's a lot going on. James says James needs to change his name. I keep hearing you say it and think I'm not doing that. What's he talking about? Oh. And Travis says, thank you to everyone who made the pre-release happen. I am unable to make it to Canada. This is awesome. Yes, it is great. And Brandon says, Doug, I think badges are way more than that. Oh, Brandon, probably.
Yeah, you may actually not even be able to get them anymore. They usually sell them.
Oh,
way
I'm
ahead
sure
of
you
the
can't.
game,
You have to scalp them.
but- Yeah.
And I don't know the California or San Diego laws on scalping.
Yeah,
I know here in Ohio you can scalp a badge with no problem. It's not illegal or anything. It might get expensive, but if you're already planning to go to San Diego Comic Con, or if you know someone who is, maybe they can hook you up. Goof says, Doug, you have to get Comic Con badges a year in advance. There's a lottery, and less than 10% of people looking to get badges get one. It is hard. You know what? You know who it's not hard for? Retailers.
Is it? It used to not be, but I think it's gotten harder now that diamonds. I don't know.
Really?
I haven't talked to.
I haven't tried because I don't plan on it.
Used to be in the diamond days. Yes, you could call them and they would hook you up with a badge or two, and there was a shindig. But I don't think any
Not
of the
anymore.
current. I don't think Penguin or Lunar
Wow.
or do much of that stuff now.
Okay.
So some of the publishers still get together and offer things for retailers, but
Nothing like badges.
yeah, nothing like it used to be. I
Oh,
don't think.
that's not
Yeah.
good. Can't scalp Comic Con badges either. Wow. Well, guys.
Well, hopefully, some of you are already going, and it's
Right.
you go every year, so you'll get to take advantage.
From what I hear, there's going to be a ton of product at San Diego Comic Con. So, maybe. Doug says, Goof, time for a drive to Seattle. You can stay with me for free.
There you go.
And Goof says, I lived in San Diego 7 years and never got a badge. All right. Well, that's all my pre-release info. I think I hit it all. We got a release date of August 28th. Your first opportunity to get some will be at San Diego Comic Con, followed the very next week by the Canadian Peace Bridge on Friday night. It's going to have a little pre-release event. 2 weeks after that, Heroes and Games and Flying Monkey. And then shortly thereafter, Gamer's Edge, Zulus, and Pandemonium Games. And Tech Spectre says,
And again, there will be a presence at Gen Con. As far as I know right now, it is just demos. I don't know of any product that will be there.
yeah, I don't think there's any. I don't think they could get
Yeah, they don't
the
have a
space.
booth. so
They don't have a booth, and I don't think they're running anything
Yeah.
there. Sorry. And Tech Spectre says, I thought I was special, Doug. Didn't know your place was a B&B. Hey, Doug and Andrew put you up. That's not a problem. John says, thanks for the info, Doug. I need to start planning now. Excited. Great. Felipe says, wait, does Doug host anybody? All right, Felipe, you're getting us Dougs confused. This Doug,
It is pretty hilarious.
yeah, this Doug does not host, but Doug in Seattle does. He'll hook you up. Felipe, you going to be around August 15th and 16th? And John says, I hope your joint Columbus event goes spectacularly. Thank you, John. Overpower Mountain Podcast, the GOAT has a question. Will it actually be in stores on the 28th, even in Canada? Is Cardamoney still the printer? Never heard of them being early. Wild times. Come on now. All right, there's a lot there. I could break that down because before I go on to the next announcement. It will actually be in stores on the 28th. There are four
In America.
in America.
We can't. I can't speak for
right,
Canada,
I cannot
That's always
yes.
a tricky thing. So
I don't know what's going on in Canada. All 4 of the U.S. distributors that I know that are carrying it will have it.
and hopefully that bodes well. I mean, Universal now is a bigger presence in the U.S., especially as a game distributor. So hopefully that bodes well to them also having the product in Canada
Right.
for everybody. So
And they were the last one to bring it on.
yes,
I don't know. Does Southern Hobby even have it listed yet?
I don't know.
So maybe it's only 3.
So,
Universal,
GTS,
ACD, and GTS.
Oh, and
it's Peach State.
well, maybe it is just those 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure. All 3 of them have a street date listed as August 28th on their websites. If there was any problem, I mean, technically, they're going to have it at San Diego a whole month before the release. So if they can get it, it's printed, right? It's got to be printed in order to be at San Diego in July.
Which is 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's got to be on a boat. Well, it's not on a boat. It's being printed here in the States.
Right, being printed in Texas.
It's probably got to be on a truck pretty soon, so
Right.
to get out there.
So I don't think any of these questions are a no. I don't know. Universal should be able to get it into the Canadian stores by the 28th.
I would hope so.
If it's printed in time to be in San Diego in July, it's print Texas to San Diego, Texas to Canada.
I mean,
Not a whole lot
they're going to
farther.
have the product at Peace Bridge, and I can't imagine that's just going to be Joe filling up suitcases and dragging it across
well,
the border. Right?
It might be.
So,
Might be.
might be. That would be pretty hilarious. Joe getting stopped at the border for smuggling overpower.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know how it's going to get across the border. Howard, you got that figured out, right? I am told that there will be no issues getting the product to these pre-releases on time. And if they can get it to the pre-releases, they can get it to the distributors, right? All right, that's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, so I saw somebody else mention South America. I doubt that it would be. Expect normal delays in the process that you would normally see with something similar to this. I would think it may take a month to get all the way down to South America kind of situation too. So.
Yeah, we're only talking about the United States, to be honest with you.
This is a release for the United States.
I don't know what's going on south of the border. I have no clue what's going on north of the border. I don't know if they even have a distributor down there.
That is, I don't know what the
I couldn't
distributors'
tell you.
names are.
Hey, Diego, how are you? Don't know. Doug says hopefully before October. Martin, yeah. Admiral says South America might be longer, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Are you guys able to get ERB down there? I don't know. Felipe says, I don't think there is official distribution in South America. Yeah, I don't think so either. So you guys are going to have to come up here.
Go to your local store and say, hey, you need to call your distributor and figure out where it's coming from.
Yep.
So,
Or you're going to have to come to Columbus, buy it off of me,
or
and take it back with you.
yeah. Call us. We can ship it to you too. So. I don't think I signed anything that said I can't
You didn't.
export it. So
You probably didn't, but I don't trust the postal system in Brazil.
no, they're on the list. You don't
Yeah,
mail
they're-
stuff to Brazil.
Right.
so-
Yeah,
so.
we don't ship to Brazil.
Canada's on that list too, though.
I will ship to Canada.
Oh, I've had major problems. with Canada.
I have had a few, and I stopped shipping to Canada for a little while. We are now back to
Back to
shipping,
doing the Canada.
but we only use eBay's International and let
Oh,
eBay
nice.
worry
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I don't ship to Canada off my website.
Yeah.
Yep. Howard says the boxes for the Regional and Peace Bridge are being shipped to my U.S. mailbox. I will bring the product into Canada. All right, Howard. Good luck with that. Hope you don't have any issues at the border.
Strip search. I hope you guys really appreciate Howard's sacrifice.
Yeah.
While he's being strip searched.
He's
for
willing to put everything on the line for you guys.
smuggling skybound.
Oh man. Felipe says you guys are just Americans being Americans.
That's true.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when it comes to distribution, yeah, we are, unfortunately.
Yeah. Felipe says there's a whole world south of the border. I understand that, but I don't know how you're going to get product. You could ship it to yourself, maybe. Come to the States and ship it back home. We shall see.
I was gonna say, yeah, we can figure something out, I'm sure. So.
Yeah.
Some of us are going to be, some Americans are going to be making a trip down to Brazil for an event in December, right? So maybe that's a great, maybe that'll be how
I
the
was
product
honestly
gets there.
surprised how many people at the OP Cup said they were making plans.
I
trying to
want
make
to.
plans
I
to
want to go
Brazil.
real bad.
Yeah.
I want to go real bad.
Yeah, that's awesome. I hope they have a huge event down
Yeah,
there.
I think it'd be really cool.
And Howard says, "Goat, I will double check, but I'm pretty sure we will have the product on the 28th."
Awesome.
And Tech Spectre says eBay International is pretty amazing in my opinion. I agree.
That was a nice service.
Yep. Al says Howard the Mule.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, cough, sir.
Howard says all of our Border Patrol agents are female. I don't mind the search. Howard. You guys are hilarious.
Oh, that's great.
Keeping it real, right? Okay. Felipe says, aren't Canadians too nice for body searches? The War Moose says, just more gentle. You guys are so funny. Doug says, I was told by a Canadian woman to avoid the female custom agents. She said they are the worst. Felipe says, are you importing any product? No, I'm not. Go ahead. All right, that's awesome. I think I have little doubt that everything will be distributed nationwide in the States for August 28th. We're going to have a little bit of it here and there. We're going to have, 6 different pre-release events? Gamers Ed, Zulus, Pandemonium, Heroes and Games, Flying Monkey, Peace Bridge, and San Diego. 7 pre-release events. So, yeah, it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Hey, Johnny Metro, when will you be shipping pre-orders, Doug? That's a timetable for Seattle is pretty tight. Well, I won't have it until the 26th or the 27th. So
That is actually a good question.
I can get it out the same day. I can get it out no later than the 28th, but that's the best we can do.
Well, unless LRG has told folks to be real sticklers, we might be able to talk them into shipping us some stuff
A couple days early
a little
to get it
earlier.
out.
Yeah. Or maybe we can talk to them and say, hey, can you guys send a letter out to folks and say, hey, if this stuff's in their warehouse, that it's okay to ship. And then as soon as we see it hit, we can start ordering some of it. So.
As far as I know, only Magic the Gathering has a strict, you cannot ship it to a customer to receive it before the release date.
Yeah.
But
they
we're not-
won't ship Pokemon. They won't ship a lot of the product to you.
Right, the
Until
distributors
Tuesday,
won't.
right?
Right.
So, yeah.
So we will have that information a little bit closer to the event. Tech Spectre says, any more big secrets to reveal? Yep, there's more. But wait, there's more. I will get there in just a minute. Are the box prizes at Peace Bridge Skybound? They are. They absolutely are. All of the events, all the regionals this year are going to be Skybound. All of the NAOL prizing boxes will be Skybound. They shipped.
Clap, clap, clap
Yes,
for
that was
LRG
huge.
on that,
Yes,
for
it
making
was a very
that
good
decision.
thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
They shipped me ERB boxes. They got here and said, we changed our mind. We're going to do
Took them home.
Skybound.
Joe packed them up and took them home.
Sean did.
Sean did.
I made sure they didn't leave them because I
Yep.
didn't want them to bill me for them.
Yep, exactly.
Like, guys, I really don't want to buy ERB right now. I want more Skybound, and that's where my money's going. So you got to take them back, and they did. Admiral says maybe some OP streamers can get early product to open on cam. We should ask. Yeah, we
I
will
would
out
ask,
for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
I did ask for ERB. I said, hey, can you guys maybe send a couple boxes to me and Marcel? We'll open them on stream. And they said the timing was too tight at that point. But I don't think that's going to be a problem with this set.
Yeah, I think there should be product, right?
Yep.
So
That would be awesome. We shall see what they do. And Felipe going on about how badly he's going to lose in Peace Bridge. How many Brazilians are even going to be in Canada? Just 2?
are a lot of them going?
I think just Felipe and Diego. If you both have bad days, yeah, whatever. Let's see. Andy says OP Avengers living up to the rumors with all these reveals. Well, we don't lie to you guys.
No, we try.
If
We asked you to wait 2 weeks. We had to push it 2 weeks, but
Yeah, we had to stick to that 2-week mantra.
we did deliver.
Yep.
So.
Sawyer says, sadly, the one box I won at the shootout is ERB. You know
Did
what?
you already get it?
Yeah, the shootout. Yeah, the first
did
2
they already
events. I
give
forgot.
theirs?
Yes,
Oh.
the first 2 events. I guess
Oh,
I
but
should.
that was NAOL.
Yeah, the first 2
that
NAOLs.
does seem-
Yeah, sorry, Sawyer.
Yeah, that was tied to the regionals, I think. So,
Yeah. Howard says, Felipe, you don't have the number. Stop fooling around. Stop fooling yourself. You are singing "Oh Canada." And Diego says, 2 is enough. We shall see, my friend. James says, the Traveling Goats Adventure Grounds, first episode, open skybound would be nice.
There you go.
We will do our best, guys. Felipe says, we just need the 2. Have you seen Diego's size? Guy is a freaking Olympian athlete, maybe. But can he win at Overpower? He's in a bit of a slump. He had a bad weekend here. Hopefully he comes out of it. Diego ain't that big to me, says Travis. Yeah. Goose says, I saw a lot of creators opening ERB starter decks and some dueled. Some of them only had 100-ish subscribers too. Really? Pre-release?
Yeah, those were the demo decks that they had at New York. I saw some people opening those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did see that too.
I didn't go looking for the stuff, so I don't know. Travis,
you gotta do more doom scrolling. You'd see some more of that stuff. So.
I don't doom scroll on YouTube much.
I don't either.
I get enough crap that I don't want to see on my YouTube feed.
Same. Same, 100%.
Yeah. All right, guys. We got another one for you. The Nats. Gonna be. Oh, man, I hate it when I can't remember dates. The Nats is in the last Saturday of February 2027. February 27th will be the Nats. On February 28th, the NAOL is going to have a get-together. This is not an event as far as tournament play. It is an event just for us to sit down as friends, have a meal together. It will be a brunch thing, probably around 11 o'clock in the morning. We got some time to get all those details out. Everyone who shows up will be entered into a lottery to win one of the Foil 5 multis. We're going to give out all of them that we have that has not been given out to somebody throughout the season who won. There's a couple of different ways that you can win one through the season. You can, I think, all the promoters get a set of foils. I think the Player of the Year may get it, or the Howard. What do we call that guy? Tech Spectre Heroes and Games is hosting the Nats. Absolutely. For the foreseeable future, the Nats are going to be held in Columbus, probably until we outgrow this room. At least, once we outgrow this room, we may just move down the hall. But Columbus is the Overpower capital right now, And LRG has asked us to host for the foreseeable future. At this brunch, it's going to cost you like $10 for a breakfast that'll just blow your minds, okay? Everyone who comes in will be entered into the random drawing for a 5 multi. We may have some more promos that we can give away so that everyone gets a promo who attends. So if you're coming to the Nats, please plan to stay over on Sunday. Maybe catch a later flight out in the afternoon. Have a meal with us. Get a nice promo that will... Yep, the Goof, that's it, the Immortal One. That's what I was thinking of. I think the Immortal One gets each of the foils.
Gotcha.
The Immortal One may only get the non-foils, but to be honest with you, I can't remember. There's just so much going on. But we'll have a meal, we'll laugh, we'll congratulate whoever won the day before, and everyone will be entered to get the 5 foil. If you don't get the 5 foil, hopefully there will be other prizes for you. Diego says, what's the date and what's the Immortal? The date is the day after the Nats. The Nats is on February 27th, 2027. The NAOL event will be on Sunday, February 28th.
So don't book those flights in the afternoon out of here on Sunday. So.
Yes, please don't leave early Sunday morning on us.
Come have breakfast.
Hang out with us. We're going to probably eat right here in the Windows room where we're playing. We're going to give away a lot of stuff. Hopefully not just the 5 foil as a big prize, but you're going to take some stuff home with you. This is just the NAOL's way of saying thank you for all of your support. I'm really excited about it. I think that'll be a lot of fun. You don't have to play. You don't have to be competitive. Just come in. We're going to draw. If we get 40 people show up and we have 30 of the 5s to give away, you got some really good odds.
Yeah.
If we get 60 people at the Nats, 70 maybe, and all 70 stay, you may have a 50-50 chance to get one of the 5 multis. But we'll make it up to you. You're going to win. You're going to have a really good chance to win something. We're going to... He Was in Games is going to throw some stuff at you. Hopefully LRG will have some leftovers. The NAOL may have some leftover promos that we can throw in, although I know they want to destroy a lot of the leftovers. We actually printed 8 different power cards, and we're only going to have 7 events. So that 8th power card may or may not be into the mix for this event.
Oh, awesome.
We'll see how that goes. We were supposed to talk about that in our NAOL chat this week, and it just never came up. So we will discuss what we're going to do with that 8th power card. So I hope you all can plan to stay an extra day. What character is that 5 multi? Felipe, I have no clue who that is. Why don't you tell us who that is? Let's see. The Admiral says, you're saying I need to do a second print run of Al Lactus promos. Sounds great. Do it, Al. We'll give them away. Absolutely. And we should do a run of Goat Lactus too. Guys may just leave those here. They may not take them home with them. I'll find them all over the tables at the end of the day. But that would be fun. Yes. Travis says, I will make sure I'm there. I love this community. Thank you, Travis. We appreciate that. I have so many ideas that I want to throw at everybody for that weekend. So we're getting a really good start on it. We're going to be able to make this something special because we're doing it as a community.
Yeah.
All right. We're starting in July, and it's not until the end of February. We can do whatever we want. We have plenty of time to put this together. If we tell you by December 1st, everything that we're giving away, everything that we're doing, you still have 3 months to get ready for it.
You can still ask for those flights from Santa Claus. So.
Yeah, right. You can book those flights now, although I do believe flights might be a little bit cheaper by then. They seem to be coming down just a little bit now, but check, because they may be. And Felipe says maybe it's the Red Death. Yeah, it's an awesome looking card. I don't have one of the 5 multis with me.
I think I've only glanced it. Like I don't remember who as a fan, I should know probably who it is.
You've read them all.
I have, and I've just glanced at the card. I can't even remember who it was.
But I can't show you one because I gave all those promos back to Howard, and he's got them all in Canada. He's going to take care of them from now on and make sure all the promoters get one. And Howard says this promises to be a very special weekend. Absolutely, it will be. It'll be a lot of fun. And if you want to play games while you're sitting back here eating your breakfast, you will be more than welcome to do it. We may even run some charity events, right?
Do some trading, do some finish off those sets. That'll be perfect for that kind of situation.
And John says his room's booked and he's in already. Okay.
I love it.
Brett Cox says, if I qualify for the Nats, I'll stay for the brunch. Love all my OP friends. Brett, don't forget there will be a last chance qualifier on Friday night. So you'll have a chance to qualify for the Nats on Friday if you don't get in before then. So now we got a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So Friday is the 26th.
Yep.
On your calendar.
February 26th. And Admiral says, Tech, it's modern. NAL doesn't have Nats. Oh, is this modern Nats or NAL Nats? Not sure if both are things. Yep, Tech Spectre. This Nats is the LRG modern.
Modern Nats.
Modern only. And I will have to see about coming up with some new decorations in the room. I think, I don't know, I think I can take 3 of them down. I don't think Mina's coming down. And I know King Arthur ain't coming down.
You got more windows. Just keep filling windows.
I could do that,
you got plenty
too.
of windows in here.
Yeah, I do have a few more windows.
They all look so good. They're all such good pieces of art.
Yeah,
So.
I love them. Somebody wanted to buy some off of me last weekend, but I told them no. Let's see. If we book flights now, should we aim for the Nats weekend or 2 weeks after? Come on, James. Those dates are written in stone.
Yep.
Diego says, interesting. Should be the foil as the whole set is promised to whoever attends 4 events. Yeah, if you attend 4 of the 7 events,
you get a non-foil.
You get the non-foils.
You get a set of non-foils.
Right.
Correct.
I think the Immortal one
gets a set of foils.
Man, Howard. Howard, you're in the chat. Do you remember? And Goof says that the person who attends the most NAOL events earns the Immortal One award and gets the set of now promo cards, maybe in foil.
Oh, it's just attending the most events. It's not like the best finisher. That's even cooler.
I think there's
there
a
used
caveat
to be a player
there.
of the year type thing in NAOL.
I think it still might be. I'm not sure. Right. The Immortal One might get the non-foils. If you attend the most, what if 2 people tied? I don't think that was it. Looks like Howard's busy right now. I'm surprised he's even on because his grandkid's supposed to be playing some sport. Andy says, how about we get that Michonne Ultra Rare as a claim? All right, I'll put it on the list. I'll see. Can brunch count toward the 4 for the promo set? No, Sawyer, sorry, it will not. At that point, we will have given all of them out for people who have earned them. What's the last event? The last event is
Brazil.
Boston.
Or no.
No, Boston, isn't it? October.
Brazil's first week in December. So
December.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yep,
Yep, Brazil will be the last one. After Brazil, that's when everything is determined on who wins what. Felipe says, you already replace that King Arthur with the new one coming out from the Few and Cursed.
Right.
No, I wouldn't. I'll just add it. I can't have too many King Arthurs, right?
I'm going to sneak in here and put Burger King Arthur on all the windows one night. That would be really funny.
That would be hilarious. Could you imagine Burger King Arthur? Thank you to everybody who gave me all the Burger King Arthur promo cards. I'm enjoying it. I really am. Howard says non-foil for competitions. These have been predefined. Read the leaderboards. They explain everything. All right.
There you go.
I'll get on there and get up to date. Felipe, what's this Belgium? Oh, is there a soccer game going on already? Belgium's up 1-0 already?
No, U.S. is up 1-0.
What? I don't know. Felipe says Belgium. Maybe.
I just got a text that said U.S. scored 1-0.
Okay.
So.
Goof asking, how do you get to the leaderboards, Howard? Go on Top Deck and do a search for NAOL Overpower, and I believe they will be at the top of the page. And Howard, if I give out the wrong
somebody
information.
just said just kidding, so maybe
sorry.
that's a Belgian.
Anthony and Ben are battling it out for the immortal one right now. Anthony and Ben, they've been at all of them, huh?
Well, it's been 3, yeah.
Yeah, been 3 so far. Belgium scored, says Felipe. Somebody gave you some bad info.
The person who texted me is a loser, so it makes sense.
Okay, well. Now Corey's in a bad mood at home. I'm glad he's at home instead of here.
Yeah.
All right. That is the last of the major announcements. The only thing I have left on here to discuss is that Boston is going to be my last competitive travel event. I'm going to retire from traveling. I'm going to let my kids go all over the country and play this great game. But I'm going to stay at home and root for them from afar. So Boston is coming up in October. I'll be there. And after that, I get to stay here in Columbus. We get a regional. We get the Nats. Then we get just hang out here. I don't know. Sawyer says we will miss you so much. Thank you, Sawyer. I appreciate that. I don't know exactly what's going to happen next year with the NAOL, but to be honest with you, I am probably going to bow out of the NAOL also and let these guys carry on. It's a lot, and I just feel it's time. The YouTube channel is going to be doing a little bit of changing. I may not keep doing weekly events. It is so hard to come up with topics every Monday night when there's just no news.
You need these sets to come out a little more quickly, right?
Something.
Something.
Yeah. We don't even know when The Few and the Cursed is going to be released.
Yeah.
And they promised it would be out before Skybound, right? Verbally. So, Felipe says, didn't I reveal the Arthur card yet? You did.
Yeah,
But there's just, it takes a lot. And as Marcel will tell you, to do an hour program on no news, week after week after week. I've been talking with Nora, Jessica, Corey, and you, Stefan, about what other things to do. We may start just streaming some games once in a while. I don't know. So it's going to be reimagined in some way. It's not like we're going to just disappear. Yeah, Sawyer says 2 weeks before Skybound. Yeah. My kids are way more excited about Skybound than I am. And we'll see what happens. Ricky says, but where will we get all of our Bo Jackson news? Yeah. I'm not going to go away. I just might not be popping up quite as often. Nora wants to do some legacy streaming. That would be fun. And Travis says Joe did say that The Few and Cursed would be out before Skybound. Yeah. And Felipe's got his lips sealed. And Ricky says, how about news every other week and games the other weeks? We may do that. He changed this. Sorry to hear that, Doug, about the limited travel, but the silver lining is that opens up some top 8 slots for the rest of us. Yeah, well,
I don't think Nora and Jessica and Corey are planning to travel any less. I think they may travel more now that
Yeah.
they don't have to man the store, right?
right.
So-
They've got a heavy schedule already. They're going to be in Canada. They're talking about Seattle. Oh my gosh. We're all coming to Boston. Although the regionals were pretty much locked out of. Corey and I can't make the regionals. Jessica and Nora. Corey told Jessica she could go to the one regional. I can't remember. I think PAX, and that Corey and I will stay and run the stores so she could go. But those regionals this year, just 3 of the 4 just fell on the absolute worst weekends for us, and we're just not going to be able to make it. And we may let Jessica off if she wants to go. Nora's very competitive. His brother Yusuf is too. So they may get the 3 of them together, and you may see them a lot more. So hopefully, Travis, they don't give you too many more openings for those top 8s. Travis says he's more excited about the Few and Kirsch than Skybound. Me too. Felipe says, we will miss you, Doug. You're not going to miss me too much, guys. I'm still going to be around. Tech Spectre says, the Few and Kirsch for Christmas would be interesting for the major tourney timeline. We got to have it before that, please. Goof says, Joe also said we'd get character spotlights in January. Yeah, I know.
Well, I think that a big push from the community will be over the coming weeks as these pre-release events start happening, that we make sure we get everybody. We get a set list published. If we don't have an official one, we get one put together. Everybody knows what the cards do, so that when Seattle rolls around, everybody is on as equal a level of footing as we possibly can be. It has all the resources that they need. So I trust in this community will do a great job of getting that together.
They will get the word out.
Get the word
if
out,
LRG doesn't, we got the technology in this group. They will, for sure. Hey, these lights. Just step
We don't
out
move
in the
around
aisle.
enough, huh?
Yeah, I know. I meant to put my spotlights on and just turn the lights off, and I forgot. There we go. Travis, you will see us in Boston for sure. And Felipe says definitely sooner than Christmas. I always thought the Few and Curse matches well with Halloween. That's still October. Brandon says, come on, Doug. When we get San Diego Regionals up and going, you've got to come. Brandon, I could be tempted into that for sure. I've always wanted to visit San Diego. Just make it during
Beautiful
the baseball.
place, man. It's a beautiful place.
Make it during the baseball season.
It's an awesome
So
baseball stadium.
I can go see the Padres play. And, yeah, you may get me there. Howard says, well, chat, Doug. The Goose says, thanks to Joe and Kyle for keeping their sites updated. I know things will get posted after Priest Bridge. And Doug says, why do we call them the Nats when we have representatives from many countries?
It's a good question, right? I mean, I think eventually Nats may become Worlds, and Worlds may be a separate event further down the line. So.
Yeah. Canada, Brazil, and the United States, I guess they want to expand the countries before they start calling it Worlds. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, that's a good point, Doug. Tech Spectre says, I was told that's just what OP has always called their major championship event. And Howard says, totally agree, Doug. Felipe says, I agree too. And Felipe says, how about the World Series?
There you go.
Oh, Sawyer says, honestly, regionals are from all over the country. Goof says, Argentina too. Yep, there is some players from Argentina. I don't believe, has Argentina made it to any of our regionals yet? They probably will. Travis says, NAOL will have to change also since there is an event in Brazil. That's Larry's event, Valhalla, and it kind of rotates from year to year. So
You never know where Valhalla is going to be.
yeah,
Wherever Larry wants to take a vacation.
that's right. He may want to go to Hawaii
There you go.
before it's all over. John says, I can get Doug to Boston, overpower summer series. Each winner gets Red Sox tickets.
Oh.
Doug buys plane tickets. You got that right.
Oh, man.
All right. I said Boston would be my last one. I didn't say what Boston event, right? Oh, man. That's hilarious. Travis says NOL will have to change also. Yeah, I said that once. Ricky says let's call it AOL. Oh, man. Felipe says wife is Belgium. Maybe she can learn OP. That'd be awesome.
There you go.
Sawyer says, I think that regional versus national is definitely not about the participants, but more about the location and scope. Yeah. All right. And on that, we have done it. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 announcements tonight, right? So thanks for tuning in, guys. Stefan, thanks for coming.
Anytime. And look, there will be many more announcements and more details coming for pre-release events here in Columbus. I'm sure
Yeah.
pre-release events, if you have one closer to you as well, the following weekend that you like to attend. So
And I noticed, and I kind of skipped over it because I got sidetracked. Somebody said that they hate that LRG doesn't make the announcements themselves.
yeah,
So we all don't like that part, but you know, we're out here trying to get all the information we can.
Yep.
We see these guys every once in a while. We've seen them at these 3 events already this year. We're trying to get information out of them. James gave me all the information about the pre-release 2 weeks ago, but I didn't want to announce it before the regional because I didn't want to take anything away from the regional. I didn't want to steal any thunder. And I also love that they always say 2 weeks from now. In 2 weeks. And so I wanted to go with that meme.
I like to think it means that Ron and Joe and the whole crew are spending 12-hour days grinding to make sure that we have product on August 28th, right? And product for these pre-releases. And
Right.
they're running a small company that probably needs 10 more people added to it eventually once Skybound's a hit. And that's what I believe is happening.
Yeah,
so
let's
I'm
go
putting
with
it out
that.
into the world. Let's keep the positivity
Yes, we can
going,
definitely go
right?
with that.
Let's keep the positivity
And when
going.
you look at where we are now from where we first started,
Oh, how far have we come? It's
we never had a
crazy, right?
chance for a pre-release event
No.
for ERB.
Nope. Yep.
And now they're going to have them, what do we say, 7 different ones
Yep.
at 7 different locations. That's huge.
If you're going to be at Gen Con and you're dying for a game, hit me up. I will make time to play some games at Gen Con if you need
Are you
to,
vending
so.
or just going to play games?
No, it's my vacation. I go and play games all weekend.
All right. So
You may have to do it over a beer with me, but we will. If you want to play, find me. We'll get that settled. So
Yeah. And all right. John says, please remember to like the stream. Thank you. John says, good night, and thank you both for streaming. Guys, thanks for tuning in. It's always so much fun. I enjoy the streams. Sometimes I feel like I don't put enough into it because I just don't have enough to talk about. But we will definitely be around. I'm looking forward to the next couple months. There's a lot going on. So you guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for everything.
go USA. Find some goals, boys.
How far along is the...
Probably just about to take their water break. So down 1-0.